Good morning, Western Washington, and happy Tuesday and happy October. Today we're going to take a look at the forecast for the next few days, including the high pressure ridge, bringing some warmer temperatures, and then the potential for rain at the end of this week. So we're starting here with the high resolution satellite imagery here, and you can see these clouds moving over some of the northern parts of Western Washington. There is a weak system moving through today that's going to bring some showers to areas in Whatcom and Skagit and parts of Snohomish County, and then parts of the Cascades as well. So let's take a look at the overall pattern. You can see this ridge we have to our south over Oregon. That has brought some nice sunny conditions and will continue to do so today for parts of the area. As you can see, we go through today and that does flatten out and weaken some, and you can see this system moving here just to our north, and that's going to be what brings some isolated showers. And then as we go through Thursday there, you can see a brief ridge there, another dry day on Thursday, and then this next system comes moving in, and this has trended wetter over the last couple of model runs, and we'll take a look at that in the video here in a moment. So you can see that system moves into Vancouver Island, brings troughing to Western Washington on Thursday and Friday, and will bring some rain. And then as you can see, as we go into this weekend, a pretty big ridge builds across parts of the inland northwest there, over eastern Washington and parts of Idaho. And this will bring some pretty nice and warm conditions to the area, so we'll take a look at that in a moment as well. So let's take a look at the precipitation forecast here from the European model. You can see as we go through this evening, this weak area of rain moves through, bringing some showers out to northwest Western Washington there, and then parts of the coast, and then parts of the Cascades. Then we dry out by Wednesday evening with some isolated drizzle maybe remaining in the North Cascades. Dry day on Thursday, and then you can see that system moving between Haida Gwaii and Vancouver Island, and that rain will spread across Western Washington early Friday morning, continuing all the way through the day Friday and into early Saturday morning with some isolated showers remaining, and then we will dry out and likely remain mostly dry for the entire weekend, which will be nice. So let's take a look at total precipitation. We'll take a look at two models. First is the European model. As you can see today, it has that rain moving in. By 5 p.m., you can see about a quarter inch for Whatcom County and not much else south of Skagit County, and about a tenth of an inch on the coast. And then you can see that rain also piles up a little bit over the Cascades, about 2/10 of an inch there, and maybe a few hundredths of an inch from Seattle to Tacoma, but a very unimpactful system there today. And then you can see as we go through Wednesday, a few isolated showers across some of the area, maybe some drizzle on Wednesday. And then as we go through Thursday, that precipitation amount pretty much stays the same until we get to Thursday evening. You can see more rain starts there, and then this rainfall moves in by early Friday morning. And the European model is showing this as being some significant rainfall, with totals up to nearly 3/4 of an inch across parts of Seattle and Tacoma and Olympia, and then nearly an inch for parts of the Olympics and the Cascades and the coast. So we will definitely be taking a look at this Friday system more in the next couple of days. Let's compare that to the high-resolution national blend of models here. You can see the rain today through midday there, and then picks up a little bit more in the afternoon for parts of northern Washington there, the Cascades and the coast. And you can see that really similar to the European model, most rain in Whatcom County and in the Cascades there, and only about up to 2/10 of an inch to a quarter of an inch. A few isolated showers through Wednesday there, adding a little bit to those totals. And then as you see there, as we go into Friday morning, that rain starts across the area, and as we get to Friday evening there, you can see a little bit less rain on this forecast, as was the case yesterday, but it has trended much wetter. If you can recall yesterday's video, this forecast showed nearly zero rain for the entirety of Western Washington, and now we're looking at least a quarter inch, even more toward Whatcom County, and up to an inch in the Cascades and the Olympics and on the coast. So we have a lot to look at in terms of this Friday system over the next few days, because the models have been trending wetter, so we'll see how that trend continues. Now, one thing I wanted to point out here, with that weak system today, it will bring a blast of some winds through the area. This is the high-resolution rapid refresh model, likely significantly overdoing this westerly surge here. That you can see it brings 30 to 40 mile an hour winds all the way into Everett and Alderwood and Bothell there. That's probably not going to happen, but it does show 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts for Whidbey Island and the Admiralty Inlet area, in addition to some 30 mile an hour gusts for parts of the lowlands, and this odd patch of 30 to 40 mile an hour winds west of Olympia. I doubt that's going to happen, though this does show some high winds in the mountains and in the backcountry, so do be prepared for that. A little bit more reasonable of a forecast here is found on the NAM model. And this shows 20 to 25 mile an hour gusts for most of the area, except this area of 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts for Whidbey Island and parts of the Strait. That's your more typical westerly surge, and that is likely what we will see this evening. And then you can see gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour in some of the backcountry of the Cascades, so watch out for that. It's going to be pretty chilly out there with those winds, and it could cause some fire spread across parts of eastern Washington, but watch out if you're in the backcountry. So now let's take a look at temperatures. It's going to be a pretty warm one today, but there will be some big temperature differences across the area. You can see with that weak system bringing those showers to northern parts of western Washington there, the Bellingham area only gets into the mid-50s, low 60s in Skagit County and Island County. From Everett to Seattle, from Snohomish County, Skagit County line down to Seattle, highs in the mid-60s to upper 60s. And then from Seattle southward, mainly south of this system, we will be nice and warm with highs in the mid-70s there. You can see across most of the area, like Tacoma there in the mid-70s, and then same from Olympia southward, and then on the coast in the mid-60s. So pretty big variation in temperatures there across the area today. We cool down on Wednesday with clouds moving across the whole area with highs in the low 60s from Seattle north, maybe even some upper 50s, and then from Seattle southward, highs in the mid-60s, same on the coast. And then you can see we start to warm up again with the dry day on Thursday, highs in the low to mid-60s Seattle north and mid to upper 60s from Seattle south, mid-60s on the coast, so a nice day out there on Thursday. We cool down significantly on Friday with that system moving through and bringing widespread rainfall, with highs in the upper 50s from Everett northward and from Everett southward, highs in the low 60s. And low 60s on the coast. And then you can see we warm up again on Saturday with that ridge starting to build with highs in the low to mid 60s from Seattle north and mid to upper 60s from Seattle south and mid 60s on the coast. And by Sunday, it will be a very nice day with highs in the upper 60s from Seattle northward and the low 70s from Seattle southward. So we'll have that system on Friday, and then we will quickly bounce back in terms of temperatures. Now I just want to take a look at this since it is the first day of October. This is our monthly temperature outlook, which was issued yesterday, and you can see that the Climate Prediction Center is showing what would be about a 33 to 50% chance of above average temperatures for western Washington. We are certainly seeing that here over these next few days with any highs in the 70s there. So that is the above average temperatures coming to fruition. And for precipitation, you can see we have an equal chance of above or below normal precipitation, which is a better sign than being in these below average sections there. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share these videos. That's the best way to help western Washington weather grow. Stay tuned as we've got a system moving through the end of the week and some nice warm temperatures as well, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.